Hello, S1 students. So we're going to continue our tessellation design. So if you still remember long time ago, talking about February, that you have finished your design of your tessellation, and most of you already transfer your design on the tracing paper. So I just want to recap some of the steps. In case you miss out those steps, you can recap in the following step. So what you have to do is after trace the image on the tracing paper, then you have to mark down the letter F, remember, to make sure that you know that this is the front. And then when you turn it to the back, that what you have to do is you have to shade a layer of black along all those images that you have drawn. So you don't need to shade it that hard. Just make sure that there's a layers of charcoal line on your tracing paper, then will be enough. Okay? So you can see that all the lines here I have covered in black. So afterward, then you remember I give you a PVC plastic here. And then we will use the back here, the white label, to transfer our image on the top. So what you have to do is flip your tracing paper back to the front, so you will see the letter F now it is facing you in a correct, accurate way. And then you just put it on the top of your PVC plastic. So if you have a masking tape, so for example, I have a masking tape here. So what you need to do is you can just stick them together to make sure that it is firmly sticked on the top. And afterward, then you can use the pencil or the blue ball pen to redraw all the lines again. So this part you have to add a little bit force in order to make sure that the lines, they will be transferred properly on your PVC plastic. So I won't show you the whole picture because I know this one we have learned it before the class suspension. You have learned this step already. So if you can successfully trace your image on the label, then you will see there a very light pencil mark left on the top. Okay? So to speed up, after you have traced the whole image, then I will urge you to use the calligraphy pen, to redraw the lines in black. Okay? So it will be easier for you to know which part you need to cut away and which part you have to remain it. And don't forget all the lines as your original draft. I have always remind you that all the lines should be linked up together. Because after you have cut out the whole image, if your lines can be linked up, then you can successfully tear out the tessellation in a piece and it won't fall apart. Okay? So the next step after coloring in black, then you can use your carving knife here. Oh no, this is not the carving knife, sorry. This is the cutting pan, okay, the cutter pan. So remember when you hold a pen, just like you're holding your pencil, when you hold a pen like this, okay? Don't take it too out, okay? So always remain in 30-degree or even 20-degree, so a little bit lower, okay? So afterward, then you have to identify which part you have to cut away. For me, so I will cut away the white area. The black area we will remain in. So what you need to do is look at the area. And then don't forget, you can turn the plastic in order to make yourself comfortable and cut the line accurately. So we see that it is very easy, right? Okay, you can see the lines, all the shades that I have made here in white will be cut out. So always turn your plastic in order to help yourself. So some of the time it will be like this, right? So there will be some accidents that you have cut out the label, but the plastic is still there. So don't worry, just cut it again along the line, because maybe the force is not enough. So this time is success. So when you cut out the label, then you have your whole image that can be teared out like this. And then the next step, what you have to do is you are going to cut out the whole shape of your image. But one thing I have to remind you is, before cutting it out, we have to use pencil to reserve the edge. This edge is very important, because just imagine when you paint the color on your tessellation, this edge will help you to let the color won't go beyond the line. So this is the protecting for protect. Okay? For protecting the color not going beyond the line. Okay? So after you have reserved the line, then you can cut it out. So you will see, oh, Miss Anne, how many cm should I reserve? So I just use my eyes to measure, but for you, if you really want a very accurate measurement, then I would suggest it's about 0.5 cm. If you use ruler to measure it, then the edge is thick enough for you to protect your original tessellation. So now I'm speeding up the step, but remember, before you cut out the edge, you should have finished all those cutting parts inside your tessellation. Okay? So this is the end of this video. For the next video, I will tell you how you can make the coloring. See you.